ruined it, taken it and ruined it. Don't know how to say this. So, what part of me is me, and what part of me is them? Let's see. Those who come here who really care, uh, be careful. Don't give your names. Um, and I apologize if I suspect you to be bad or this and that, right? So there's a lot of those who care, authorities concerned also for my case. If there's any action, not that I've been doing this, and I don't know whether there was anyone who could help me. The country that has helped me financially, at least, has been under attack. Really sad and shocking. Another thing to find out is that if this news is true, so really saddened me that okay, whatever I found on YouTube, Pakistan and UAE on that. So even saddened me about Pakistan being sold. Terrible traitors who don't care for their country, who sold their country for a paltry price, selfishly. And I'm not able to go out. So let's see, I'm not going to have bread. A little bit is left, so I can have my bread and butter. The other thing is, I have some canned food and all this packed, some soup and oh, but they're not allowing me. This energy is trying to starve me to death, I think, or something. So now it's like the countdown near to starvation or something. Just so I can sleep, like I can have some herbal tea to sleep, although I don't have sleeping pills. I don't like taking sleeping pills. Uh, on that also, one cousin of mine, or what, they were saying, so a second cousin of mine was saying that someone was saying, does she take sleeping pills? Because I couldn't see them, I was asleep, all this happening. And family members, if that is true, what my second cousin said about my first cousin, uh, that I should, so people talking. And now they've got my past coming out and they've warped it or what they've done. Or, they're making it seem like I have to go through this process of pain. Again, it's very painful. It's about reincarnation. It's about, this energy could be transformed. It should not be brought out publicly, whatever happened. And I brought it out publicly last night against my principal. So, what part of me is me? You see, that's why I keep saying this. And what part of me is not me? Then we've got, if I don't have the backing of my country, then I'm gone. Because, it was partially that my country cared for its people, cared for its expats and all. Now I'm feeling that someone here doesn't really want me to even get up. He's in my country. Um, so I'm kind of, what do you call that? Like, I don't, my, mor- morality, what do you call it? Down, very down. They won't allow me to even take the garbage out. So let's see, I have to fight this. It's a terrible force. They're not disappearing. Actually, I don't want your lands. I just wanted peace. Now they got me into this thing that I have said things against my country, against UAE. You see, like some of the things, but I haven't said it properly. I should, and even against my principle, like energies can be transformed like that. A healer was doing. This is what they do. They take me in the past. They make me feel terrible, worse than the time what I was feeling there. They repeat it, and I don't want to feel that depression, darkness that I felt at that time. And then it went away. It went away. And I decided what I should do. So that energy can be transformed, can be. But if the person wants that, the other person, if not, we can walk away. God give us the strength, wisdom, and serenity to know the difference. Right? The serenity to know the difference. When to change the things we can change, and when to leave it and walk away from it. So I was imploring, invoking God for this. And my own thought was there though. So whatever is in my hand, I can change, or whatever is not in my hand, and God can reach out and help me. But even what is in my hand that God has given for me to solve. Without God, I feel we are nothing, right? At that time, as a Shia, wholly dependent on God and no one else, wishing from God because you are the one to give everything. All this. I'm very grateful. Sorry if I flip against healers and all this. This is not me. Um, but if you are true, sincere healers, I really appreciate your work. I love your service. I thank you. I admire it to no end. And I cannot thank you enough for helping us, healing humanity, if you're doing it. But if they make me go, this force makes me, or this energy, unruly, satanic, that is trying to damage my everything and starve me to death here. Now, uh, make me totally crippled, incapacitated. So if they make me do something against you, say something, or misunderstand you, it's not jealousy, okay? But they making me do this and feel this. I apologize greatly. I'm not the one. There's a lady also in London who told me, it's not you. So they're not able. This I'm invoking God Most High. I'm invoking God's angels to help. The light of God, Nur al Allah Nur, light, the light of God and love come in me also, first and foremost, so that when I feel protected, when I feel, then I can send this light to all of you, but not for now. For now, I feel disconnected from God also, from the light, from love, divine love, and all that. So at least I can say this. So I rushed here because as I woke up, I knew they're going to try and Gumalfy. They're going to flip me. And then I won't be able to say it like I've said it right now. So it's on. I've said the prayer of Archangel Michael, just a little bit that I know. I've said the prayer of our Father in heaven. Although I'm not a Christian, but I'm just experimenting which prayer is going to help me in this battle against devils and those who use these devils, the spiritual warfare. Some of you may know, the ones who are going through this. They can flip you, and if they flip you, oh my goodness, if they can flip a human being they're attacking without our consent. Of course, we didn't want this. We didn't invite. How could I have invited? How could they have deceived me to invite them? Like for my principal, yeah, to invite what the devils they wanted. So I was like, I had written a poem, for my principal that because the principal I loved, and but there was a male that I loved wanting to get married. Although at that time, I didn't. It hadn't worked. So for a certain time, no male friends. I didn't want to keep when I was in college. And thank God my male friends and my cousin male got married. Some of them when I was in college. And they were my friends. So it was very platonic. But towards one person that I wanted to marry, it didn't work out. He was what happened? So at that time I was so the one yeah. So it hadn't worked out in the past. Although I was interested in a male. This is like a fraternity, like see, we have friends like a Sheikh Danoon we have was holding the hand of the general, Pakistani general, or it's like that, right? I wasn't a lesbian. So this is like our Eastern way of affection, like Iranis, and जान निछा अपने friends पे जान निछावर करना. John, we love you, this and that to our friends, and we're very, we're very this, the Eastern, this way. So we can accentuate on this, I thought, and then we have the good part of the Europeans, the Britishers, and, they've done a good job. So, and level headedness, and so we can accentuate on the good thing that we have. We have that emotional warmth. But okay, so this and so I'm supposed to. My bread is. I'm supposed to order for my bread for bread, so I can have maybe till tomorrow. I have some canned food and all this. It's like I'm not out in the desert. What do you call it? Um, Deserted. But I really feel like I'm stuck here in the desert, and not my car has broken down, and like that, you see. Just downstairs, there's a nearby supermarket. I can even call, but you see, I feel stuck. I can't call. I have water, some butter, little bread, and that will do for today, tonight, tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. No, so, and there's piles and piles of rubbish that I can't take out. So incapacitated, and so violation of my privacy, watching, feeling black magic, ongoing. Let's see. Invoking Archangel Michael. The project mantra for me failed. I couldn't do it 45 minutes. I don't know what happened to me. I started to flip. As you could see here, or if you were on Facebook, if you're also on Facebook with me, following my profile, flipping. So as I was doing the mantra, saying the mantra, there's a lot of energy against it. So I said Narayan. So, and my mind was, also angry, getting angry. And I was like, at first I flipped. So I went on Facebook in the beginning of the mantra, and all this happening. So I was like, I failed. Oh my God, I can't do the 45 minutes now. And I failed. And my heart sinking on this also, right? That God doesn't love me, or oh my God, what is this? Like one ex-friend told me that she asked her crystal ball lady in Canada when I was मैं बेबुनियाद पे शक या किसी को blame नहीं करती हूँ हमेशा कोई बुनियाद होता है. So this I have said in Urdu, right? Oops, my device just slipped. Sorry if you could hear the sound of this. When I move my device, you could hear the sound. I apologize for that. It's like really irritating, but I can't help it right now. I have no table. I can put it on, but I'm so restless that I'm moving here and there, sitting up. I want to go back to sleep. Very tired mentally. So my ex-friend, later on when I was trying to say that, these are she asked me she asked me like, what is the basis of your things against me that you've posted? So I was telling her that I'm scared of you, that I think that, since in St. Michael's this and that, and then later on, so she told me, oh, the crystal ball lady on Facebook Messenger. At that time, we didn't have a messenger. It was just the inbox of Facebook messages we could send. We didn't have a separate. Crystal ball lady has told me that against you. I said, what has she told you against me? Like, please tell me. Or if, okay, you don't want to tell me? See, I told her things that there was a lady, oh no, my friend from SM Law College who looked at her and said, this is the last time I'm coming to your house. At the gate of my house, when she had come from Canada and invited her, and SM Law College friend and her sister, and another from St. Joseph's College, or St. Joseph's College's friends, St. Joseph College's friends, friend. We were going to SM Law College. So she was, sometimes I would pick her up, sometimes in my car, I think, or yeah, I would pick her up also, and we'd go to SM Law College. So I got a warning against her from this friend of mine. So as I was telling her, she was saying, so maybe I'm okay, so I'm the covert narcissist, I'm the witch, I'm the bad person. Now failing to do the mantra for 45 minutes, I was like, Narayan, why can't, if I can call you, because Radharani came from your heart, I found out through Bhakti Marga Radha Ashtami day this time, 2025, I think. I went back old, I didn't go on Radha Ashtami on the live stream, YouTube. So I found out that Radharani comes from the heart of Narayan. So I said, they're attacking me. I can't. And sometimes now I find myself getting angry at Narayan also, right? Terrible. So this is what they've done to me. Not that the lady in London told me it's not you. You don't want to get angry. You don't want to overthink. She sends the person who is jealous of your mother and father sends evil spirits on you and makes you think, 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 think. You think. Yes, I was like, Raju, and his mother, like, you overthink, blaming me for that, or you think too much. So my second cousin Raju and his mother, things like that. So, and I'm going to, so please, but please be kind, respectful, and not dishonest. Being respectful and being dishonest, dodgy, I will, I can't take that anymore. Lies, and follow what I show you. Yeah, and be on the topic I am right now, please. It will help. If there's something that will help me, like if you want to tell me there's a healer you trust, there's something, someone you trust in that can help me, support me here, I would appreciate that. Then, you're not out of the topic. But on the topic, something helpful for me right now, something practical. So that I would really appreciate. Now let's see when they will. And answering someone, sorry, yeah, I used up most of my energy, and so whatever is left of me after as the spiritual attack is on me, I've done all this, right? So it's been very difficult. Answer questions. Sometimes I'm not that alert. Sometimes I misread your comments. But overall, all in all, I've done it, right? At least I had my mind, logic intact. I knew that I didn't lose my mind to such an extent that, I could, like, completely, or, completely possessing me, that I've lost. That didn't happen. So this, and Shaitan, if Shaitan has taken over me, but that was when I was a Shia too, so maybe you'll say I wasn't a religious person or something. I was, so whatever I was doing then also was because of the witches' black magic on me and my family, immediate family. So if we seem like criminals or something, like liars or something, like, for example, if a community member would say, be good to your sister, it wouldn't be enough. Like if you would say, be calm, because the enemy, even my aunt told me that I could call you and tell you this witch wants a fight to happen and stuff, so you can be aware of it. But then you'll put the blame on me, that she's the one who put negativity in our minds, and so thus it happened. The fight ensued in our house between two sisters, brother and sister, mother and daughter, wife and husband. Right? So she was right. She was sensible to just keep her mouth shut, because she knows what that witch is capable of doing. Uh, so it wouldn't be enough to tell me, you two are sisters, love your sister, love your mother, be a good daughter, be a good sister. Wouldn't be enough, the lecture, or the advice, sorry, because my aunt knows a lot more. Excuse me, oh God. My aunt knows a lot more. Sorry for the congestion. The flu's still on, I think. Ah, cold. Now, some friends, whatever you may think of me, that I'm the witch, I'm the bad person. But I did not go in her life. I did not make her my friend. She made me her friend in the Center for Advanced Studies. And there were times I did, like when she asked me about in the English test, English class, what I got for my test. I didn't like it. I didn't want to be with her. But politeness. I didn't walk away from her because she and Rahem sympathies, right next to them, and giving the benefit of the doubt. So once it happened, twice it happened, then. But okay, she's good in other things, right? She's the one who tagged along with me in Center for Advanced Studies, O levels, where we were doing O levels. She came from Canada. She came a bit late. She joined O levels after I'd gone there the second time, right? And taken commerce now rather than arts the first time I did. So if the crystal ball lady in Canada told her bad things about me, she should have left me, right? She's not a good person. Or what? She hasn't told me what it was. So I'm struggling. If I have to get up, then I really have to struggle with this energy that wants me bedridden now. Complete it. How far it has, only I can tell, and I don't have to tell. See, you're right. So just let me get up. So now when on live stream, I'm not doing that. You see, it's really funny. But it hurts. Ouch. My feet, legs are like stiff. I'm kind of like a, older person who can't walk. Needs, I have put the heater off. What's this? What was the sound duck that told me the heater was on? Sorry, the heater is off. Ouch. Yeah. Oh, what if I put my foot on? What's this here? Sorry, it's dark. I'm sitting in the light is hurts my eyes. Oh, some time ago I had to put my charged lamp on. I was really enjoying it. So this, it was. So since we got, I've tried every, and okay, breathing problems. I didn't have asthma in Karachi, but yeah, I didn't. I realized, that was. So how do they stop? Like we breathe, I breathe, but the oxygen felt when I was in St. Joseph's College, and even drinking water wouldn't quench my thirst. So I had to drink like cold Pepsi or lassi, yogurt drink we have. My father used to make it for lunch also. So something like, some other drink, juice or something. Water was not quenching my thirst. And breathing, when I would breathe, I felt oxygen is not reaching my mind, my brain. I don't know, it's really weird. This person is an expert in black magic and the evil spirits helping this person. So this could be one of a kind and it's online. I've made it. What can I do? I didn't want to trouble anyone. And that was a long time ago now. So if there's any past thing to be um, un, unresolved, unfinished business with my principal or with anyone, now it's coming. And again, you see this what they do. They've opened the wounds of the past, and then, and I'm thinking, no, it's a God, Khuda hai. Oh, and he keeps now recently he keeps telling me he's God, and I'm like Narayan. He says he doesn't. He says Khuda. That's how he answers. He doesn't say, no, I'm not Narayan. He says, I'm Khuda. So I searched. I know that this is from Zoroastrian, and it is. So if it is God, it's the Zoroastrian God, Khuda. He keeps saying one word, Khuda. I'm Khuda, right? Well, now let me just wear my glasses. I'm in a frenzied state, delirious, and surprising that I can talk this much. Oh, so there are better ways of instead of punishing people. I found this lady. Now she's not online. Uh, a healer she was. So she was transforming. You know how alchemists do it, transforming energies in a good way. So why do we have to hurt so much? So if we were true, but again, going and so if we were true with each other, some of us who, some of us have to change. They want to change for the better. So again, I'm shown where, or whatever. And the enemy was there. So my aunt was telling me that you go to the principal, and in year 2000, she was saying, whatever, if she, her hand gesture or it's going to hurt you because this witch was after our family, doesn't want me to go to the principal, enjoy myself with anyone. She's damaged all my relationships. And it's really, so she gave my aunt cancer, who used to live with me a long time ago. But now she was living in a different house, married. Uh, she killed my mother, fire. And now she hasn't been able to kill me, but I asked the lady in London, why doesn't she kill us? So the lady in London, clairvoyant, said that she wants to make you suffer. Now she wants me to suffer so much, like seeing my loved ones gone, accident through, by accident or due to cancer, all my loved ones, like. And so I don't know how far she wants to go, this witch against me. Now she's got me, and I all the time feel like I have cancer. I've gone for a check long time ago, not recently. They gave me a blood test, and I should have gone to a medical clinic. They had given me the results of the blood test. They just didn't tell me there in that psychiatric hospital if I had any cancer or what. I was supposed to go take that blood test. It's been 2 years now. It's really strange. I haven't gone to the medical here clinic. It's for free for the one that's government, Dubai, for free to check the results. Anyways, I reached this far, and I'm a little panic struck now. I apologize. So all my dukras here are coming out, and when it comes, I had to bring it out on Facebook. So, so getting me angry at the principal, instead of saying that, instead of like you observed, you said you would observe your principal. Now, I had found out, read about unconditional love and all this thing, and to observe the person, I wasn't going to be attached to the person. So I found out much more about just observation in year 2000, how it helps through Jiddu Krishnamurti's books And also later on through Moji, like just be in this pure awareness now. And if you have to in this, then if you observe, then it takes you, it puts you in that observation automatically. If you just practice this every day, like being, the world takes you in your mind, but coming to your original self is here, the pure awareness that is you, not here, but it is all prevalent. But we just, for the sake of brevity, understanding. So then, observing someone, loving someone unconditionally, that's how God's Rahmaniyat is when he gave Shaitan, although he shouldn't have, because, then God should deal with him because not us human beings, right? But anyways, I'm just giving a terrible example. Like he gave respite to Pharaoh, and then he sent Moses after a very long time. Or like giving, so observe Rahmaniyat, like this is his Rahmaniyat, we were told, that he gave life to Pharaoh, and he gave a chance, he gave time to Pharaoh, although he allowed him to do, now this is from religion Islam, allowed him to do zulm on the people, making him an imam. So observe, now let me see. So I found out about observation through foreign books, spiritual authors. Like, oh yeah, I forgot even to mention James Redfield in London, the Celestine Prophecy and all this. So, these kind of authors, spiritualists, have written books. So in 1989, I may have found out and then joined St. Joseph's College. So I thought, okay, there was a friction to love or not to love. But then I came to unconditional love for my principal. And that's without detachment. Like whatever weakness, I also have weaknesses, not that, but how now to, I'm not saying I don't have weaknesses, right? And all. So I'm a sinner. I'm not saying that I'm masoom, infallible or something. But I believe in love, to being the best alchemizing force. So also observing someone without no violence, right? So you can see the person for what it is. Like this, I felt so terrible. So I had to pause. Sorry, it's Pakistan's secret, right? So they're punishing and sorry, I was just told there are these hijras in Pakistan, and I wasn't told much. I didn't know that they didn't have a gender. They were not from, I thought they had a bit of both, but this man explains it, this gentleman, so with due respect, what Khwaja Sara they call them, I didn't even know that. I lived in Karachi, Pakistan most of my life. I didn't know that out of respect, but who respects them in Karachi? Like, so the punishments given and the torture. I'm not a man or a woman, but he likes being a woman. And okay, so that's his. So I'm still confused, but I need to ask him more questions. If I ever meet him, then I would love to invite him to my little channel live stream. If I don't give also prior notice when I'm coming live here. So I'm not a man or a woman, but he likes to wear lipstick and all this, and they're called Khwaja Saras. Now they're like I don't know, can we call them like eunuchs? What are they called? Anyways, the punishments, gifts, so give them, in the Quran also, in Christianity also, oh God, in the Old Testament, Sodom and Gomorrah. or how do you pronounce that? So in the Quran also. So we're not in the Quran like thieves. Okay, keep thieves and rapists, murderers aside for now, right? But the gays, the okay, can we even then the Christians can't say anything, right? No, pedophiles, keep the pedophiles aside because they are adults and they go for the children who should not. Children's consent is not valid until they reach a certain age. So the children's consent is not there. So let's leave the pedophiles aside for now, okay? That's why. Because children's consent is not there in observing where we need to take action against some people. Now, homosexuality between adults, consent is there. So that's not rape. So we can, the punishment for them should not be there. Now, let's see, we observe the bad and the good in us also without violent punishing. So I'm telling you again, let's keep the pedophiles, rapists, murderers, all this, serial killers, narcissists, psychopaths aside, because the ones who will not change, or they want to, or these pedophiles they want to keep, or if they don't want the ilaj, maybe they what ilaj, what treatment, what. So they're okay with this, right? Let's keep them aside. Now, Neil Donald's book I had bought, Nothing. God wants nothing from us. From the Bay, not, God wants nothing from us. So I was wondering, and I didn't, like, if God wants nothing, then how do we stop the pedophiles, the criminals, the corrupted people from harming others, encroaching, encroaching human rights violations happening? God wants from us nothing. Let's see how it's been a long time. Where's the book? Oh, God wants nothing. Neil Donald Walsh. Okay, it's with the C also. Yeah, sorry, I misspelled. There's a book on this. Not Conversations with God, but this, I hadn't bought Conversations with God when I was a Shia. I didn't buy Neil's. There was a Muslim lady who said she had bought, but I didn't buy this. What I bought when I came to Dubai is his book, God Wants Nothing. Book. So this also, let's see, observing. So what is in this observation without punishing or torturing people to change for the better, even for that, punishing the person to change them for the better, right? Torturing the person to uh, change them for the better. So using violent ways. What God wants. Yeah, yes, this book. So ebook is there. Oh, now it's for free. Okay, yeah, this one, right? So I question, like, God doesn't want, so he says in this, God doesn't want anything from us. Everend.com. So we want to, sorry, I'm not prepared. Be careful, this book is dangerous. It explores with startling freshness the most important question you could ever ask and offers with breathtaking courage the most extraordinary answer you could ever imagine. That answer is so theologically revolutionary and so spiritually empowering that it could change the course of human history. If embraced, it most certainly will change your life, right? So, not by punishments or torture, They would rather that you put this book down right now. Sorry, I missed some. There are people and institutions in the world long in place and long in power, and religions, right, that want neither of these outcomes to occur. They would rather that you put this book down right now. Or not the outcome, but at least coming to the outcome, religious people would want to punish and say, or the Christians would want to say, we are sinners, come to Jesus Christ, that's the only salvation, right? And through Jesus Christ is the redemption. Neil Donald Walsh, he's the author, right? So this book I bought. Now, what else is there? A very great, you can watch his videos, very great person and author, I must say. Not only a great author, but a very good person. So you can watch his videos also on YouTube, Facebook, social media. I'm following him on X platform. And then there's Dr. Brian Weiss too. Oh my God. Uh, so how have I flipped against a healer? But I didn't say anything here. Not much. On Facebook, I said, oh, she's Raju's sister-in-law. And into fashion and all this. So my mind really going cuckoo, berserk, flipping. I'm sorry if she really isn't Raju's and whatever, concocted or what. Okay, so there was a time like I was on the roof. I had a house on the hill, beautiful, and because there were dragonflies and all that, oh, we had lizards. So the lizards were inside our house. So that's the ugly thing about this house on the hill in Karachi, because it was on a high, hill type. Oh God, we had all these dragonflies coming, butterflies coming, and so it was good for my photographs, and I made friends with them, and they made friends with me, and I wanted to show my principles so much. Everything I do, I, you know, so, and I wasn't married as yet. I hadn't found a life partner. Someone let me down in London badly. When he came, and I liked him, and then things didn't work out even in London when I was doing my law. But he was 5 years younger to me, and I had to question that. And then later on, I found out that his parents wanted him to marry his cousin. And so thank God it didn't work out. But in the beginning, how we get overexcited and say things without even asking, "Ki tum kahan ke ho?" But he was saying, "I enslave you with this ring I had bought for my principal, but wore it because I could see her. I didn't have the nerves to call her now. Something happened. Oh, my father met her, and she said at the airport, and she said she tried her best. So I bought a ring for her from the dockyards, London, the city. I was looking because we used to go to this. Our maid also took us so to this dungeon in London, right? Our maid, especially. I think we had a Spanish maid in London. She took us to the dungeon. So I was looking for the dungeon, asking where's the dungeon in London, freedom. Like, I don't, like, we can ask and they're going through. Oh, it's so wonderful. Here I'm a bit scared, but in my own country, they're not very, I'm a little bit self-conscious here. In London, there's so much freedom, my childhood days also. So anyways, I ended up in the dockyard, saw Elizabeth, the ship. By principal liked sightseeing, so for her, I wish I had the camera, but we didn't. I didn't even have a, and in the phone mobiles, we didn't have cameras and videos, so I didn't even take my camera with me. I just went like that. So I was looking at the Elizabeth ship. There is the second or first ship at the dockyards, London, and then I went to a souvenir. Sorry, I went to a souvenir shop, bought this ring. It had this wreath on it, inscribed like the leaves and a little bit flowers. I can't, not, no, no, only leaves and around it. But on the packet was that the most beautiful place to be is in love, written on its packet. You know, it was in a packet wrapped, and it had this paper, square paper, in that wrapping, plastic wrapped inside. On that paper, it was written. So this person asked me, London, that day I wore because I very sad that, but I put my trust in God. Oh God, it is in you I rely on. You have given me this principle, but yet sometimes I would, you know, whatever happened to me, I can't explain right now in detail. So I met this person and I wore the ring very sadly. Went to college, met this person for the first time. He came in my second year of college, law college. And we went out with Zulfikar. We didn't go out alone. He had a friend, Pakistani, and he was British, Pakistani origin. So he said, I enslave you. He said, what is this? I said, oh, this. I told him that I bought a souvenir gift for someone. I didn't. And oh, this I said is a ring. I bought a souvenir. As it was a souvenir for and it says it has said it says God this wreath, whatever this leaf thingy design inscribed on it, golden ring, but it wasn't made of gold, true gold. It says the most beautiful place to be is in love. She said, "Oh, take it out." I said, "What?" I said, "What are you going to do with this?" Right? Maybe put it in the, now we were got my drink or something. What? So they had gone for the drinks. I didn't know they would go. I thought it was a cafe. They wanted to go to a cafe, and then a little bit compromised myself in this pub. Oh God! So I said, okay, like my grand aunt, my mother tasted Mr. My when they punch has a little bit of alcohol. So I said, okay, I'll have the white champagne or something. So a little bit, but it really made me throw up like anything later on. Thank God I reached my hostel and threw up. So after going to Han's restaurant. Anyway, so this person was like, I enslave you with this ring. So I didn't realize then that God had sent him. Although it didn't seem like, or having Shahbaz Qalandar's dreams in London also. So the first day I was very sad wearing the ring because I bought it for my principal, and when I was, this was after the vacations, and it was okay. I put my trust, every time I have to remind myself, I put my trust in God. So 27, 26, 21st September 1996, I was in, no, 1997, I was in Karachi, summer vacations. My father met her at the airport, the principal, she, and talked to her. So when I called her, she said she's still busy. So she wouldn't see me, although Bahraini family relatives had come from Bahrain. So she was busy. She said, she told my father, okay, I'll call her after 3 days. Or she didn't call. So I had to call her. So then I wore the ring. I didn't get a chance to give it to her. Excuse me. Ooh, the burp. Sorry, excuse me. Apologize. So this. Oh, so I can talk, but I can't. I haven't had proper food. My arms are like stick. Oh God. I haven't had my any vitamins or any herbal or yeah, vitamins. So let's see any practical help. Oh God, I failed the mantra. So the mantra failed and I failed in the mantra. Not the mantra failing, sorry. I failed 45 minutes. It was too much for me. It's like, when in this condition you want to fast, you can't fast because the thoughts are so terrible. They're tormenting you. I was like tired. And the strength was not coming because it's a lot in my mind. Bhoot sawar, like we say in Urdu, bhoot sawar hai isko. दिमाग सर पे खड़ा हुआ है या बैठा हुआ है sitting in my mind, in my head, the spirit, jinn, shaitan. So you see, this, okay, so it didn't work out. Principal was saying find a life partner. So I was, so I didn't ask much, like the thing was on me, burden. So when he came that day, second year, I just, you know, kind of burden fell. He took away the burden. And so I didn't ask him too much about the future. But I did ask him, do you have a girlfriend? He said no. The first thing I asked him there, right? And I don't do these things. I don't go first. But Zulfikar, because I had just joined the Pakistani Society, so they had this thing in our students' lounge. What is this? I was like, we sit here, but they had put tables and all, and we were supposed to sign up for which country we're from. And I'm not from Pakistan, but I signed up for there was no UAE. So I signed up for because there were Pakistani students there. So I signed up for the Pakistani, and his name was before me. And so I thought, oh, it's him. His name was, I signed after his name. Anyways, after a little while, we broke up. But at that time, my burden fell because principal was over the phone also find a life partner for me. And I'm studying. I don't know what she was trying to say. I mean, her two sisters didn't get married. So they, they were iconic teachers. I don't know why she was telling me to find a life partner. Maybe she wanted me out of her life burden. Hey, she's attached to me. Anyways, whatever it was, find a life partner. I'm studying in London right now. I should be, you know. Anyhow, so, but didn't work out. And so recently I was like complaining to Narayan that if I'm Radharani, see what happened to me. I was feeling sorry for myself. Like all the friends who used this principal and the cousins behind my back sent some spies or someone, my enemy, to this principal's house. The driver also, Khizar, was working for them, then came to our house. Spies sent and all this, right? When they found out that there's something going on between me and the principal, like I like her, and I'm one of her favorite friends, favorite students, when they found out, and I was private, I wasn't telling many, but they found out, and so they very easily could send even students as spies in St. Joseph's College, because for the locals, you only pay like how much, 500 rupees for the whole year or something, for admissions, 500. The price is low. And you just make a fake inter, or sorry, you make a fake intermediate. You can also make a fake certificate. Or what's the before the intermediate? Like that. And you can send your spies. in St. Joseph's College also, metric, not O levels. Yeah, people have made fake O level certificates also. So where am I? Now where am I going? What's the point in mentioning all this? Yes, so recently I was telling Narayan that why did you leave me all alone, you people? I'm Radharani, and even that man, that gentleman, that British Pakistani, uh, he cannot be in the gang raping. Never can I, because he never touched me in that way. We never held hands or anything. He was Pathan, and then I found out about Lady Diana, and so you can read about Lady Diana and the Khan. Hassanat, what was his name? Right? He never used Lady Diana. So he was like that, a Khan, Pathan. So I thought he looks like Paramahamsa Vishwananda. Paramahamsa Vishwananda looks like him, but he was fair. Pathans are usually fair, right? And I thought I would never find someone as handsome as the person I had known before. But he was dark, tall, dark, and handsome. But I found someone like handsome. Eyes, no, the previous one's eyes were something. So, anyways, so that was, anyways, Krishna for me. And this one was white, fair. And then, going back to the lady who doesn't want me, and in first year college also, मुझे किसी के हक, किसी के, like in someone's right, I don't want to do, I don't want to do injustice. किसी के अमानत में ख़यानत नहीं करना, और इधर मेरा हक क्या है? अगर मेरा हक नहीं है, मेरा हक नहीं है, my right, it's not my right, it's not my right. Like children, when I was like 9, 10 years old, I got attached to Mr. Sa. That was a different thing. We don't have these inhibitions that adults have. Oh, I love you, Mr. Sa, I adore you, this and that. It started. But we grow up, that we know that we have inhibitions, adults. So, then it got too much, right? They were really getting to me with in year 2000 and pulling me. They pulled all my strings. They pulled my the nervous system attack and the soft wherever torture, torment, and I'm like, mommy, mommy, mommy. I want my mommy. I can't live without. I can't breathe without my mommy. Year 2000. They can make you obsessed, and where there's healthy love, I know what healthy love is. That started in 1989, end of 1989. So with healthy love, you can decide and okay, I'm going to observe this lady and see, or girl, or that I will love, that I can now, for starting from unconditional love to, can we be friends? Can we then be romantically in love with each other, boy and girl also? I'm talking about, right? So at that time, I felt I had although they say when love calls your name, you can't do anything. Reason is not good enough, right? As the river flows to the sea, runs to the sea, Michael Bolton. But at that time, I felt, oh, this so somehow healthy love, true love has, but previous one was an emotional attachment that I couldn't control from childhood. But this one is amazing. Even if I decide not to love her in that, like, conditional, like now, from unconditional to going to become family friends and get attached, no, not attached to her, Like you love your mother and then you get married, and then, of course, a little time you miss your mother. And we Eastern girls and Middle Eastern, we cry, right? We're leaving our mother's parents' house. Even a Christian cried so much. I remember in Karachi when I went to her wedding. So she was going, she married an Italian, and she cried so much. She used to cry. In her Mehndi also, they had this, the Christian Catholics, they somehow did a little bit of our Eastern style because they're Pakistanis. So, crying, but then we get over, we then, with the husband. So this is how this love was going to be with my principal. So, and some people, didn't matter to me if they were going to judge me as the old Sarah, the little child that got attached to, or the child that got attached to her teacher, Mr. Sa. So of course, like we love them, we love our teachers, and the affection is there. And we're very affectionate people. I have a little bit of Irani blood. Oh, Jonam, Jigaram, this that Pasho, my Jonam, even our teachers, and like when we become family friends, meeting. Oh, how are you? And friends, and even our friends, Irani, Pakistani, they take me. And we make a sound as we kiss each other on the cheeks. Irani style. Some of us, like we have Irani Pakistanis, like my mother's community from her mother's side. So we have that also. So, people thinking that we're lesbians or something. Oh, God, it was difficult too. Anyways, whatever the people may think, you know, but I know that I could get married now, and then I would, as much as you love your mother, and sometimes death seemed like a natural thing now to accept. My grandaunt, I was so, I love my grandaunt. Her food, her pickles, losing Mimi was something. I lost her in 1986. I still, the those are Hyderabadi. When someone got married, but not everyone makes it like that, sour. Hyderabad, the green chilies with the masala, Mimi used to make. The vinegar pickle, oh my God. And all that. Okay, I'll miss my grand aunt a lot. Oh, her food was delicious and very clean. Very clean. Oh, I miss that. What not? I still, no restaurant, no homemade. Only her niece could make, she said she knew how to make Mamie's carrot vinegar. I don't know what white things. It's not like the vinegar pickles we get here or in Karachi, homemade. And she used to put those black seeds and white something, white seeds in that carrot pickle. It made it all the more tasty. Like, oh, it's like, the what's that like? You would lick your fingers afterwards. Finger licking, delicious. No one can make it like that. Anyways, but I had to. She died, and I had to see. I didn't go rest. Oh God, why did you? It was so. We accept that. And then now at this age, with whichever age I met Mrs. Manira Gulzar, of course I was going to get married and not like people, every kind. With Miss Tissa, there was this thing of I thought she's gotten very attached to her, She won't let go of her. Wait a minute, don't sever ties like it's cancer. Cut with the knife. It's so. Now I have to put the light on. Oh, so this. So I'm giving my personal things. I don't know whether this interests you or it gets boring and time passes. For me, very quickly. For you, it may be. And afterwards, even watching this would be very boring, maybe. I apologize. Maybe this will help you and someone else also who is in Pakistan, Eastern, in these relationships. And with Mr. Sa, the affection was, I knew the romantic. I could definitely, this is not romantic, this is platonic, this is affection without the physical attraction with the boy, with whoever I have that romantic, and I had, because I was supposed to get married to my cousin also. I don't know why people would say this is lesbianism. They could say this is bisexual. She's a bisexual. I'm a bisexual, but they can't say lesbian. That's what Dr. Ahmad also, all this. So you get it, like, before I forget, going back to the punishments and all this, observation, you're observing, and whatever, if you find out your mother or your principal or your teacher is a lesbian, and in that Pakistan where they can't say it and they have to also protect their reputation and the safety and all this, and maybe the husband could be lenient and has allowed, they've spoken to the husband that because of our mother, parents, this, that, conservative family, I had to sacrifice. One day they came out with it or something, and actually my inclination is towards women. You don't have to be shaken and like, and oh my God, so painful. Darkness has come. It's not going. And lose your mind. Sometimes the fear of having a brain damage, sorry, excuse me, brain hemorrhage. Oh, I'm going to have a brain hemorrhage. So if you're taught from childhood, like how non-violent ways, and to take this, what your parents have been hiding, which is shocking to find out later, but you can make it less shocking with your shock absorbers inside you. Use them. And so recently, after the mantra failed, I came back to Bible verse, and also Franz Kafka has said, I don't know whether he got it from the Bible or not. Be still and know I am God. So I'm like, yeah, I think I'll be with this mantra. Sorry, Bhakti Marga, I tried my best, but I failed. So be still and know I'm God. So this lolling of the tongue, again, they're throwing at me this image, and the man's, although thank God, face is not, Tariq Masood's face is not apparent, but the expression is there, the lolling of the tongue, that after he came, I started to feel, perceive. So whatever they're throwing, or just observing, so how to heal someone, or your shock about someone, they will not change. They may not change or want to change, but you can not go into a shock and then, too intense pain. Oh, I'm in this darkness and it's not going because my mother has turned out to be, I was an adopted child. My parents just told me recently, and it's very shocking, and darkness has overcome me. So if we can not take violent ways, and we can just observe. it's very healing. This is very therapeutic. It's, if you can't afford a psychiatrist, and why, okay, a therapist, and even a therapist. So this observation, and maybe in your mind, you can bring this person in, and you can do the healing on that level. I don't know, but don't go to their mind. Don't go into their field. Come into your field, your mind, bring them into your heart. But if this fails, like I tried a meditation technique for my principal, seeing that she is not, something is, perceiving something is wrong between her, the relationship between her and her husband. But if it doesn't work, don't get shocked, right? Like I did. So wanting to help, use a technique. Her and her husband are slow dancing, enjoying themselves, meditating on that. But I'm not going in that field. It's just in my mind, in myself, alchemy. And I gave them, but okay. So if it doesn't work, it's not meant to work because it's their will. They have free will. So if they don't want to change, you can't change anyone. If they don't want to change, you can't force. And we do this. We try to, through using violent ways to punish people. So the third gender in Pakistan also, oh, it's terrible how these people are treated, the Khwaja Saras, mistreated, abused. It's terrible. You can't change. So where are you coming from? Punishing them. You're just coming from your own ego. Can you see this God, even if I could succeed in showing you that this God, this Allah is not a true Allah, to use violent ways, loving, compassionate. What about Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim that you start the Quran surahs with? First and foremost, compassion, right? Now you've gone to those ayats where Allah has mentioned Lut's people, right? And how they were punished. They were not of sound mind. Lut's people, Quran ayat. And AIDS, okay, AIDS is there, that Lut in Islam. Oh, and they wouldn't even treat in Pakistan. What is this? So corrupt people, helpless, and I thought they were also homosexuals. But Miss Shafika Fikri told me that Quran doesn't mention homosexuals. And I was like asking my aunt, where does the Quran mention against lesbians? She said in Surah, it's about the pit. So they take it metaphorically against the lesbians, the pit. They sat around the pit. Is it the Constellation Surah? Surah Buruj? Oh, so, but you see, it's not direct about the lesbians. Yet Imam Ali's small booklet on how many times it says 70 times or something to lash the excuse me, lesbians containing the fruit of your, when they were sitting near it. What pit? So my aunt just told me it's about the pit. Pit is in English the word, this, and there is. Where's about lesbians in the Quran? So I didn't ask her again. The pit, English word, yeah? Not our Koja Sindhi word. It means a curse. A hollow or indentation in the surface. Ah, so some Shias metaphorically take this to be against lesbians. They made a pit and they sat, behold, they sat over against the fire. Where's the pit? Yeah, so I thought somewhere, I just guessed. Yeah, I'm not sure at all about this. So let it be. But just showing you an example. Like, here they sat on, they made a pit and sat around it. That could be worship. The female a ditch, the fire pit. See, it is Surah Buruj ayat, destroyed. So I guessed it was this. It's Buruj is constellation, Surah constellation in English. Okay, so this. Now, uh, salutes people. And so now the punishments that are given, right? Like Rumi says, it's my heart that's gone crazy. Why tie up my hands? Boom. So why punish the flesh? Like Khalil Gibran also says, right? I have drunk love's poison. No point taking any remedy. They want to chain my feet. But what's the point when it is my heart that's gone mad? Paula Dean has posted on Facebook. Oh, so what has gone wrong and where from? Look at the cause. By these outward punishments and Sodom destroying Allah, then again the gates came up. Again, these corrupted people, if you don't believe they were gays, against these corrupted people came up. Lut's time, who were there. What's the use of destroying? Have you ever thought of this? That Allah destroying in the Quran also, like I'm not taking the Bible right now, or even take the Bible, right? Sodom, Gomorrah, or how you pronounce it. Sorry if I mispronounced. Destroying Sodom and Gomer. Sorry, Gomer, right? What's the use? They came up. Those were homosexual places where homosexuality used to be practiced. So see this also, if you can't see the other way, that violence is not a good punishment, or even anger. Like when I realized that abortion is a negative solution to pregnant women who have been raped or unwanted, they with a boyfriend, and unwanted child. Abortion is a negative solution to a problem. Mother Teresa has later said, give your child to me if you don't want it. Don't abort it, right? Like anger is a negative solution then, taking what I wrote in my English Prezi in class or for a class homework. English. Anger is a negative solution to a problem. So cutting off the hands of the thieves and lashing the adulterer and the fornicator. See now what Jesus Christ came with, saying, he who has not sinned shall cast the first stone. Right? In this. When you see it, Jesus of Nazareth, the prostitute. He who has not sinned shall cast the first stone. Woman caught in adultery. So they all had their stones in their hands. And then Jesus said this, and they dropped the stones, all of them, one by one. Oh, oh, right? So now Jesus, they ask him what to do with this. Adulterer. Oh, it's not she's not a prostitute, she's an adulterer. Sorry, I have to correct myself. And so harsh punishments. Now let's see what happens. Observing how shall I? Observing something. Observing something. Shall I use Jiddu Krishnamurti? Or even quantum physics, then we can go to quantum physics. How it collapses when you stop observing the thing, or like it's the string theory. Where is it in? The M theory, string theory. Quantum physics, is it? The observer and the observed. We did not say the observer becomes the observed. The observer observing the tree does not become the tree, God forbid. But when the observer, let's go to kfoundation.org, although it's got, I'm taking a risk here, um, just to finish, right? So I must be free from all conditioning. When you say, I must be free from all conditioning, I must experience, there's still the I, that is the center from which you are observing. Therefore, there is no way out because there is always the center, the conclusion, the memory, a thing that is watching and saying, I must or I must not. Is there a state of the non observer? Okay, here, a state in which there is no center. Now, okay, let me correct myself. So, if you're observing through a center, then you've got that I always, the I, the ego. Jiddu Krishnamurti says, beyond the I, is there something that we can, at the moment of actual pain? Is there a state of the non observer? A state in which there is no center from which you look. At the moment of actual pain, there is no I. At the moment of tremendous joy, there is no observer. I got him wrong. The heavens are filled. You are part of it. There is bliss. This state takes place when the mind sees the falseness of attempts to become, to achieve. There is a state of timelessness. Only when there is no observer. Krishnamurti in Bombay, 1961, Talk 8. The observer is the cause of division. Even the observer is the cause of division. But what if you're observing through the natural you, the awareness, pure awareness? Then you leave that I, the one who's observing through the, maybe I was observing the principle through the, I didn't know this in 1989. I don't know which book I'd read. Unconditional love and observe without judgment. Oh, so what about? I think I. So here, let me. Wait, before I forget. So Jidum observing also I think without judgment. Uh, Jiddu Krishnamurti. This I had a lady had just mentioned Jiddu Krishnamurti in her super conscious book in 1989. I had, but not Jiddu Krishnamurti. I had read his buying his books. That was in year 2000. So one cannot observe without judgment. That's why it is written to judge all things according to the word of God, and judging all these things who has the Krishnamurti Foundation opinion. Oh, let me get myself straight here. Sorry. One cannot observe without judgment. Okay, let's go back. So, question. When the observed becomes the observer, how do you remove the contradiction and conflict? Krishnamurti, we did not say the observer becomes the observed. The observer observing the tree does not become the tree. God forbid. But when the observer understands the structure and nature of itself, there is observation without division and the observer. Oh, okay, so I've been confused in this. I have to correct myself. So we're going, like truth through error. Yeah, that's not the end of the world. Yeah, if I make mistakes here, I don't mean to misguide you, but it's like a learning process, and we can make mistakes. Yeah, I'll be correcting myself. The moment I try to identify with something, there is division. Sorry, excuse me. So it is not I, Zahara, or she, the principal, but we're observing through what? I wouldn't identify myself without identifying ourselves with something, because that there is division, contradiction, quarrels, hatred, and the forest. We're in the forest now, right? So I try to overcome that by identifying, which means I have already admitted division and try to overcome that division through identification, and then we have still the problem unsolved, right? But we are saying the observer is the cause of division. The observer is the division. Oh, so this is the mistake I made. But I hadn't read Jiddu Krishnamurti then in college. Just observe, witness, being the. Oh, so what? So unconditional love. Let me just also check this out. Love and observing with love. Bringing in the observer without judgment, right? How to love someone unconditionally. Yeah, this I need to also go through, right? Hmm. Shri Ravi Shankarji, Facebook. Unconditional love is accepting that everything is changing. One day it will change and it will correct itself. So Mrs. Munira Gulzar, whatever I found in her or my weaknesses, she has found my attitude. I love my attitude. That's why I put there in my on my bag, that she looked at with a scornful, disdainful look. So I had this book, Purple. I lost it. Um, how, like, loving yourself, loving the weakness. Look at your weakness. Yeah, everything is changing, and in spite of these changes, the love remains the same. Everyone will change, but Sarah will never change. Miss Desau's positive statement about me. On 7th January 1989, 9:20, maybe around 9:15 p.m., right? So now everything is changing. All that. Liars, lying, betrayers, betraying, they will come back and they'll change. At the end of it, we'll find that all of us will come to love, which is unchanging. Right? So now, if, oh, you say, oh, adultery, it finishes this, that. Do you see the Shias used to say this, my father? But what? Mutta, in case. So God protecting the men and women from fornication and adultery, what has He given in solution to that? A temporary marriage. When you're not with your wife and you're abroad, and for the Sunnis, it's whatever the word is, while you're traveling. Mutta. And mutta for some, in some cultures, mutta out of Muslim culture is seen as legal prostitution. Prostitution made legal. Right? Okay, you take the man will take the responsibility of the child when if he gets his mutta, temporary marriage wife, pregnant. Right? Little bit here and there, but it's similar to some cultures see it as legal, non-Muslim cultures, and even Sunnis have told Shias, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" But do you not see that Prophet Muhammad allowed it before? Then if you say it's cancelled, then tell Prophet Muhammad, "What have you done? What have you allowed?" Right? What have you allowed? Prophet Muhammad allowed mutta at one time. Now why are you? Oh, because the Shias have continued practicing that, and they don't see it as cancelled by Prophet Muhammad himself. See? So I think if you are in trouble, if you are having some fear of fornication or something, just masturbate then. Don't even use this mutta thing, Shias. Why use another woman for your sex purpose, sexual needs? Just use your hand or something. If like in, but try not to. Like, I'm just saying, it is even this is not healthy, but God has given us this until we reach 30, dirty, 30. What? Huh? Or there's some black magic on us. Why even the black magic on us for this? Oh, so one lady was saying that be careful. And another thing, the witch was be careful you don't fornicate, huh? In London, because this lady. Oh, I was going back and it was really scary. In my last year now in London, be careful you don't fornicate because this witch increasing, like this. We didn't even have to take that the for the thing, some medicine, herbal medicine, or what is it called there to increase your thing, thingamajig. So everything will change, but it takes a long time. Yes, and only love remains. So then we have people telling us, discipline yourselves. So, discipline. Sorry, excuse me. Discipline yourself. Okay. Thank you for the time. Next time again, I'll be on this, and I'll talk more on this. Uh, I need to take a break. Discipline yourselves. So it will come out, and if you're not straight and you try to discipline yourself, like put the lid on through by, and that discipline helps you to put the lid on your sexuality, then it will come out through other ways. Like you'll be a very angry person, or they say those who don't get married or single remain, unless God graces you with grace. So we'll solve this, right? But please don't take violent ways. Although I get angry, that's another thing. So I have my weaknesses, and psychoanalysts analyze the problem of my anger management or what, right? But not punish me for my anger. Psychoanalysts may ask me if how far can I take my anger? Will I hurt someone or myself? Or they say not to keep, like the psychiatrist said here, don't let her be near sharp objects and all this, right? So this, so when you see what we call hypocrisy, like a, like a married woman having an affair, and you've seen this in your childhood, not to get uptight. Ah, I don't want to see her. I don't see her face. Why does she come in my room? Right? Not to fight it, and not to get like, okay, it. So she's betrayed her husband, but like how to keep your calm, like how to be calm. I'm not telling you to see, just be calm. Okay, you've seen a woman who has betrayed her husband. Just be calm. I will not say that, but how to come to that calmness, right? So that helping each other to see where we can, where is there this calmness that we can come to when the earth is shaking under our feet or something like this, right? So this is where I wonder, non-violent ways. And for myself also, so help me here, cooperate please. I'm not saying I'm perfect, I'm also learning. So as I'm seeing these things, and I told myself, and why did I fail? So there's the light of love, right? Light of love coming from the heavens, sky, wherever. And it is when I was sitting on the roof watching the stars, I said, okay, let the light in year 2000, light, the divine light, Allah is light, is coming down, concentrated like a pillar, all inside of me, inside of me. It's going through my chakra, inside of me. I'm all light. I'm now divine light. The connection, trying to connect with God because I had lost my connection. So, how to connect with God. Uh, and love, the loving light, the loving embrace. So through light also, I don't know how to say this. So this is love also. I couldn't feel it. So I can't feel it even now. Too much resentment, too many years have passed by. So let's see. Yeah, I'll take a break. I think I need a break, and hope I think you might also. It's been how many hours now here? Let me put my eyeglasses on. 1:45. 1 hour 45 minutes. I leave you now with the best. Okay. Thank you so much. Hope you will join me in this journey of self-realization if you want to change. So first helped you to see that these religions like Islam, because that was my religion, is how terrible it is. It's a false religion, not to go there. And if you have that, no, I'm going to my religion, we can help you in that. I'm here. I come every day. So you can ask, you're like, I feel like, no, but what about this? You can ask me such questions. But the questions I've been asked, I'm shocked at how they, in hurting ways, taken here. I don't understand you. See, if you don't understand me, right? Maybe you shouldn't you think? Maybe I should take more time to understand. Maybe I will listen, come back to this after the live stream is over and listen to this again rather than jump the gun, put the cart before the horse or the donkey, right? Please be more, uh, have understanding hearts, like Imam Ali has said, about understanding one in distress, listening makes amends for great sins. So hold your horses, please. Be more considerate as human beings. Now, can you, if let's say I had dyslexia, but I'm doing this, there's someone, Karen Armstrong, who has epilepsy, but she wrote history books on Islam also, right? So it doesn't mean that you're whatever you have, dyslexia, or some people who would not understand you, but some experts here, like I would, teachers would understand. Oh, what? Sorry, I don't understand my. But let me try. They will put an extra effort to understand what the student is saying. Like, if I was a teacher, or please, student, I will ask, right? But I would not write in there, this comment, put in there, if I have to check their books and whatnot, their homework. I don't understand what you're saying. So you get a zero on this. No, I would be an understanding teacher. So I'm like, oh, sorry, just a minute here. I'm like that. This is my aim. This was my aim to become when I watched this movie, I was crying inside. Dangerous Minds. This was to be a teacher like her, 1995. So a teacher who if I don't understand what my student has written in their Prezi, I would go up to them and have a private sitting with them and see, check if they have dyslexia or what, or like what is it? Maybe a minor thing, but I would still have a talk, a nice, friendly talk with them as a teacher. I'm just not going to put in the comment section after having corrected the paper that I don't understand you, what you have written here. Like that. Sorry, I'm not that kind. I wasn't that kind of a person. I was taught to be understanding and all this, and to go put efforts to go the distance. And the song came right for Moses's animation story, "Go the Distance." So this was my aim. Song by Michael Bolton, "Go the Distance." Okay, now I leave you. Thank you with this ending video.
We'll be back. Until then, thank you so much.
Hope to see you again. Bye. Have a beautiful day.